Well, after a few years of rumors jumping around about an electric or hybrid Corvette, we finally just got confirmation that they're both coming sooner than a lot of people might have thought. We all already know there's going to be a lot of different opinions about a confirmed electric Corvette, though. Some people are really happy about it, and others are probably just like,
wow, this is garbage. You actually like this?
Well, based on the recently confirmed stuff and rumors that began a few years ago that seem true, I'm kind of in favor of Chevy's plan for this, and it's all definitely big news. Today, I'm going over the teaser that got released, everything confirmed by the president of GM, all the rumors, and how things seem to be lining up for the Corvette. Let's get into it. Real quick, I want to say Liberty Drive's merch, for lack of a better word, is finally out now. We've got shirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, or a mug at the moment. I'm super excited to have it all out after wanting to do this for years though, and new designs are on the way, so keep an eye out for them. Thank you guys so much for the love lately. It really means a lot, and an extra thank you to all those who support the channel by picking up some cool stuff. I do think it's wild how expensive some people sell their merch, so I kept prices as low and realistic as I could, but obviously none of the products are trashy or low quality. Go check all that out, but no pressure if you don't find anything for you. Please let me know what you think about that, or if you have any questions, and enjoy the video. Now, starting off with everything about the new teaser clip and the announcements by the head of GM. On April 25th, Chevy released a 25-second teaser on YouTube with the title Corvette Electrified. At first, the video shows what looks like a normal C8 Corvette on the snow, and after looking a little closer, you can see it's a Z06 body with some typical prototype camo on it. But 2 seconds into the video, the camera moves to the front wheels that start spinning on their own. Then at the 6-second mark, it shows a full left side view of the car, and in slow motion, the front wheels start spinning before the rears can even get going.
Dear God.
There's more.
No.
Engine sound is played in the video, so at this point we know they're showing off a hybrid trim, but also in the description of the video it says an electrified Corvette will be available as early as next year and a fully electric version will follow. Meaning we're going to see a hybrid electric front ICE rear Corvette in about a year, and after that there's going to be a fully electric all-wheel drive C8. Like I said, they did include engine noise in the audio, and to me it sounds a lot like the base model 6.2 liter engine, which is what most people were guessing this hybrid trim would have. Other than that, the rest of the video is pretty much just different angles of the car drifting around the snowy area with more engine noises and some cool, wholesome business promo music in the background. There's been a good amount of other rumors and info floating around about these trim levels for a few years. Suspected hybrid test mules were spotted with the C8 Z06 test cars, and Chevy even trademarked the name E-Ray back in 2015 or 16. Other old rumors were that the front electric motors for the hybrid would add 115 horsepower and that this hybrid trim would kinda indirectly replace the mid-level Grand Sport trims. I haven't seen any news about C8 Grand Sport plans, so it's kinda looking like that's true, unfortunately. I feel like not having Grand Sports could kinda suck because they weren't only a mid-level between the Stingray and the Z06 performance-wise, but they were a mid-level price-wise too. Unless the C8 Z06 is more expensive than the 85 or 90K mark most people are anticipating, it could be kinda hard for them to sell the hybrid halfway between the base and the Z06 at like $75,000. If they can do it, then obviously that's awesome and props to them. I'd be kinda surprised if they do, but I guess either way,
it is what it is. It is what it is.
Also from the video, based on the side vents and front bumpers, it seems like it's true that the hybrid will have the same more aggressive body style as the Z06. These rumors didn't just start too, they've been out for a while. I even made a video about all the rumored info and leaks back in October 2020. Now though, it's kinda cool that we've finally got confirmation about what's on the way and when it might be on the road. I feel like it might be kinda easy for companies to be a little over-optimistic whenever they say as soon as this month or this time, but it'll be pretty sweet if that timing actually lines up. The head of GM also followed up and announced the vehicle on CNBC and LinkedIn. He also referenced the teaser video and further confirmed that there are electrified and fully electric Corvettes coming somewhat soon. In the same announcement, he also talked about a new system that uses heat created by electric batteries to warm the cabin, make charging more efficient, somehow improve the acceleration, and even add around around 10% of range to the batteries. GM's going to be using the Ultium battery platform that they already have in a number of Chevy, Cadillac, and Buick cars. It's also the same system that makes 1,000 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet of torque in their GMC Hummer EV3. That's all just to say they're very familiar with the platform. We'll ignore the fact for now that that Hummer weighs just over 9,000 pounds.
Damn. That's a big bitch.
At this point, it's still unsure how the hybrid and electric trims are going to match up to the Z06. If the base 490 horsepower engine is in the hybrid with that 120 horsepower added by the electric motors, that'd put it at like 60 horsepower less than the 670 horsepower Z06. The hybrid would also have the all-wheel drive setup obviously, but the batteries could add a decent amount of weight, so those could kind of counteract each other. The amount of weight wouldn't completely take away the benefits of having electric motors at the front for an all-wheel drive setup, but it would just counteract a little bit. Knowing the Z06's 0 to 60 time of 2.6 seconds, which is absolutely wild for a rear-wheel drive car, I'd guess in my very unprofessional random YouTuber opinion that the E-Ray's time is also going to sit at like a 2.6. Before remembering the base C8 does a 2.8, I was also thinking a 2.7 or something, but I highly doubt they'd have it be that close to the base level with electric motors and the all-wheel drive. Who really knows at this point though? I could be totally wrong either way. This thing could be hitting a 2.5 0 to 60, or it could just be the same time as the base, and the main focus of the car could not only be the acceleration. At least some part of this had to just be to get the Corvette into the electric car world and part of that competition. That being said though, no matter how much horsepower this thing has, how fast it is, or what name they give it, I think a lot of us can agree they're doing this in a much better way than if they jumped to an all-electric SUV crossover that's nothing like the original sports car or muscle car, just to take advantage of the heritage behind the name instead of giving it a more fitting name like any of the SUVs they already make. Right? In all seriousness, I know that in some videos at some points, I've definitely portrayed a kind of anti-electric car vibe in the past, but I do feel like Chevy's doing this very well, even if it's a weird thing for a lot of people. And I'm not just totally flip-flopping to be nice. I personally wouldn't buy an electric car as my fun car. I'd only really get one if I could easily afford it alongside my dream car just as a daily for the comfort and quiet on boring drives. But I do know not everybody has the same priorities for a fun car as me, and if they have the hybrid, then obviously the engine sound is still there. I feel like if Chevy has to transition the Corvette to an electric setup eventually, they're easing into it pretty well. I was pretty much the same way with the electric Dodge announcement, because that came out almost like an experiment or something they're ready to bring to the table, still with passion for speed and cool cars as the focus. We're definitely at a turning point in the performance car world, and I'm finding myself becoming more accepting of the fact that hybrids and electrics are going to be more common. Do I want big screaming supercharged V8s to go? Absolutely not. Anybody who's seen my videos knows I love how much the sound of a car can add to the experience. I'm also pretty positive that 5 to 10 years from now, I'll still be buying a C7 Corvette as my fun car. But I'm also more okay with electrics and hybrids being offered alongside engine-only setups, even if it makes the engine trims a little less common. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the idea of a hybrid and fully electric Corvette. Is it cool, dumb? Does it make you want one? Make you want an engine-only Corvette even more? Is exactly what you thought would happen, or completely unexpected? I don't know if it was just because I've been so busy lately and I wasn't thinking about this, but I feel like it was kind of out of nowhere for me. But they've got to make the announcement at some point, and we've known about the rumors I mentioned for a while. Other than that, I'm definitely feeling all right about what the near future is going to bring for the car world, and I'm very interested to see where this all takes us. Don't forget to check out the new Liberty Drive stuff out, just see if there's anything you like, and if there isn't, let me know what you'd want to see. You guys already know you can always feel free to DM me on Instagram or leave a comment with advice questions, opinion questions, your opinions, and whatever else you'd want to say. As always, I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.